Okay, Doctor Who Week 2. I'm going to do another Big Finish audio drama. To, and we're going to do the two-part drama, Blood of the Daleks. Now, this one is a part of the exclusive Eighth Doctor adventures. He had a series that went for about 4 seasons, and they aired on BBC Radio. And it's really good because, obviously Paul McGann didn't get a full series. I've only listened to a couple of them so far, but I'm really liking it, and it's really good in some capacity that he got an actual quote unquote show of his own. He had his own run, continuously. Sure, he was doing the audio dramas for regular Big Finish range, but again, that was bouncing off of other doctors, so that doesn't fully count to me. Plus, I haven't actually listened to any of his stories in that. I know a lot of the same writers are involved, but still. The thing about Blood of the Daleks is it's a really good opening story. It introduces the new companion, Lucy Miller. If you're hoping for anything about this doctor, in all honesty, you slowly start seeing it. But it's kind of the standard fare of he's a strong man with a moral code. He doesn't love the fact that A, Daleks are around, and B, the secret behind some of the Daleks, because it has bits of remembrance in it and bits of revelation of the Daleks in it. Though I have not seen it, I know a good chunk of what it's about. Revelation had Davros try and capture humans and turn them into Daleks, a new Dalek race. Another scientist has managed to do that. So after that, the original Daleks come in and basically purge them, kind of like how they operate in Remembrance in a way, not necessarily on a purebred standpoint. And also, it's pretty much echoed because it's been established that at least in series one, a good chunk of that Dalek army came directly from the DNA of humans. So essentially, it evolves into a Dalek civil war, kind of like a genocide of sorts, and that's why I think it's played up really well. It's slowly just a conflict between them, but it's involving Red Rocket Rising because they want to take it over, and also the scientist who created this line of Daleks will probably have to use more people on Red Rocket Rising to make a larger army. So it's a bigger threat that does infect this place, but is a personal threat between a species, which is a cool twist. Now moving on to the story itself, I think it's great. It's paced like the modern series, roughly 40-something-minute long episodes, not counting the extras on the CD or MP3 you got, and it moves pretty much like it. It starts in this odd situation of why is the new companion on the TARDIS? She just got teleported there. And the reasons why this new companion here is interesting, and really want you to check out more of this separate series, which I really do want to do. And I have at least checked the next story after this. I'll slowly start buying the rest of it because I'm really curious to see this character. Plus, I hear she gets even better. And since I'm already talking, let's talk characters. Again with the Doctor, Paul McGann's playing it up great. He's strong, manages to be a little funny, and he works off the new companion pretty well. He works off of everyone he's talking to extremely well. Him, Lucy, that's her name. Any of the Daleks, the scientist, some of the other people she meets, like this guy named Tom, who comes off like a bit of a nut, but I don't know, not like a crazy redneck nut. He has his findings and eventually, becomes a hero of sorts, leading people to safety and trying to run away from the Daleks. He works with everyone extremely well. But now going on to Lucy, analyzing her because, well, she's going to be the companion for pretty much all of this season series. I know she leaves midway through for a few episodes, but again, I know the story addresses that. Her character is, I don't... Nothing insanely special. She kind of comes off like the typical young woman in her 20s who, talks back and is somewhat weirded out by these things, but when you find out why she's here and how she's a little less entranced by being on an alien world, which I don't want to completely spoil, I want to kind of leave that to its own little mystery. Yeah, that's what makes it interesting, because you find out it involves the Time Lords. And she doesn't even know. They blocked her with their psychic powers. They blocked her mind, so she has no idea what the hell's actually happening, which is cool. It's a mystery to both of them. But all in all, she has pretty good dialogue, funny, works off of McGann extremely well, like I said. Then the supporting cast. We go to the scientist. Now, I'm going to reveal a cool twist about the scientist here. Is that she's female, but it turns out that that's not her body. Well, his body. The scientist, the way they explained it, his body was extremely injured and transferred his consciousness into his young lab assistant, and he was posing as his lab assistant. And that's not a big thing. It's a cool kind of twist, but you're just like, oh, okay, that's weird, but I'll take it. Her performance is good, especially with the Daleks. There's a heartbreaking scene at the end where you really do feel pain coming from her, along with the Daleks. Kind of a lot like Dalek, which I reviewed earlier this week. Nick Briggs manages to actually get emotion out of these characters, which is hilarious considering they're not supposed to have an emotion, but once you understand it, it works. I think everyone was doing pretty good all around. I really would recommend this because A, it's obviously the start of a new series. It sets up some really cool plot points involving the companion. And all in all, it's a fun action adventure. The audio quality manages to make this nice atmosphere again. Good music, moody, helps it out nicely. So, yeah, I know both of these go... Because the deal I got was I got the first part of this for free. They were giving it away for free. And I got this and the episode afterwards on a sale for $5. But I think they're usually $8 or $9 a download. If you're not into CD, which I don't blame, downloads are way cheaper if you're on a money crunch and you're okay with paying MP3. But yeah, really good start. I'm really glad I've gone to this range specifically for more McGann. I mean, yeah, I'm interested in hearing more Colin Baker from Big Finish, but McGann definitely. Anything with that doctor, I'm happy to hear from. So yeah, that's about it.